Yeah, it's pretty quiet in here. It got quiet fast, but nah, UK's been cool. Everyone's been super nice to me. It's not like how you get it if you come to Philly, so I was expecting a lot worse.
Did you sort of see the fight going that way, right? You put him on the back foot, you engaged him in the wrestling, and eventually he's gonna have to give in because of your pressure.
Yeah, that's how you beat Leon. The blueprint was kind of written in a lot of his fights, and I just did it a lot better than I think anybody else has been able to do it.
Were you surprised, I'm trying to be respectful here to Leon, but were you surprised maybe rounds 2, 3 that he was giving you so much momentum, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, even when he shot on me, Leon's a very technical fighter, but when you make it a real hard fight, he tends to break, and I could see he was breaking, and I knew he broke once he shot on me because that's the last place he would want to be is on the ground with me. So once I knew he wanted to grapple with me, I knew it was going to be over soon.
And he came out quite aggressive, more aggressive than we've seen him come out recently. Did you know in that first round, like, okay, look, he can have the first 2 minutes here, but if I weather the storm, eventually I'm going to start getting going?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fist fight. You're going to get hit. I think I punched him pretty good too, so I got to punch him. He punched me. He hit me with the elbow, but I kept putting him on the back foot, listened to the game plan, and got the submission.
I feel like, people lose in MMA, but for some reason people really held that Belal one against you.
Yeah.
They kind of really, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a win like this over a champion who had a decent reign at welterweight sort of really finally does just put that one behind you? It's in the past, you've proven that you've evolved as a fighter, and that performance can't really be thrown against you anymore.
Yeah, I think that's been gone since Belal became champion. It did what he did to Leon. You know what I'm saying? So Belal, if you look at Belal's record, he has an amazing record. He has me on there. He has a lot of good guys on there. So for people to shit on me for losing to him, it is what it is. But yeah, that loss was the best thing that ever happened to me. Clearly, I'm on a nice little run here. And who's the last person to finish Leon? Me. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
What would you like to do next? Who's up?
I'd like to go home and sit with my wife and my daughter, who's a couple weeks old, so that's what I'm going to do when I get home.
Congrats, mate.
Sean, right here. You mentioned Leon last time he was finished. He's never been finished before, so you've become the first person, pro and amateur, to finish Leon Edwards. Do you feel that gives you a springboard over Shavkat Rakhmonov for the next title shot after Jack Della Maddalena?
I mean, I don't make those calls. The UFC does, but I think if you look at the people I've been beating versus Shavkat, I think I have a pretty good Gilbert Burns and Leon Edwards. My last two versus his last two, I think his were Wonder Boy and Ian Gary. So I mean, I got a nice little record going, but I just want to keep adding names to my resume and. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
And you've been a father for a few weeks now. Did you feel any of the dad strength in the cage today?
Yeah, I felt that the moment I had my baby girl, a lot of things change for you, and just put stuff into perspective like that. Fighting means a lot to me, but it's not everything. And if I would have lost this fight, I would have went home, and her and her mom would have loved me no matter what. So it made me really be able to go out here and just be free.
And you had 18 fights before you became a father, and then this is your first fight as a father. What changed for you, or what changes for you when you go in there? You're fighting for more now, right?
Yeah, you're definitely fighting for more. But yeah, like I just said, it lets me just go out there and fight the way I want to fight, knowing that no matter what happens, I get to go home to a family that's going to love me. And I learned that after my Belal fight, right? I was 15-0. I thought if I lost a fight, no one would care. But I just thought my world would crumble, and everyone moves on. There's fights next weekend. Nobody's really going to care that much. No one cares about us that much. You know, we all think about ourselves way too much, and I've been learning that a lot lately.
And last one from me. There's a trend, mostly last year, but of fighters weighing in as backups to kind of solidify their title shot. Would you be interested in doing that for the Montreal card, just in case, weighing as backup to solidify your shot if you need to?
Well, what's the date of that again?
May?
Could be a possibility. I don't think it's too far of a flight from Philly. We'll see.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Sean, over here.
What's up, brother?
Sean, we talked about your jiu-jitsu prior going into this fight. I said you may have the best jiu-jitsu in the division. As a grappler, I really enjoyed the exchanges.
Thank you, man.
Can we say you have the best jiu-jitsu within the UFC?
I don't know. I'm getting up there. If I keep collecting some grappling tournaments outside of fighting and submitting people in the cage, I might get there. I got a lot more submissions to add. There's guys who have a lot more than me, but I think I'm definitely starting to stake a claim.
And Belal tweeted, Sean copied my homework. Was that a plan going into this fight to put on pressure on Leon? Because we have noticed when you give him space, he'll throw the leg kicks and you come into his game.
Yeah.
Was that a plan a bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think I did a lot better than Belal did. I think Belal lost a couple of rounds. He had his back taken for an entire round. I think it was, 3-2 when they fought. I dominated Leon every round. No one's ever did it like me. And then I submitted him and made him quit in front of his hometown. You weren't going to... If we were in Philly, you ain't making me quit in front of my hometown, I'll tell you that. I'm going to sleep, son. So just remember that.
Honestly, a 10-10 performance. Last one for me. I saw you talking to Jason Herzog at the end. What was going on?
He's just a great ref, and I was super happy when I found out that he was my ref. There's a lot of guys who are just getting into the sport, and I was just very happy knowing that I had a true professional ref in my fights.
Sean, thank you very much. And good luck.
Thank you, brother.
Sean, just over here. Would you say you almost root for Belal in that title fight with Jack? And would you say revenge is fueling you?
Yeah, 100%. I've been rooting for Belal since he beat me, of course. The better he does, the better it makes my loss look to him, you know. He went out, he beat Leon, and now he's fighting Jack, which Jack's a super tough fight. I was getting ready for Jack for our fight before when I had to pull out. And I know how good Jack is, and Jack can knock anybody out in the world, but you can't bet against Belal. He finds ways to win, and I think he's going to win that one. And of course, I want him to be champion when we fight again. But if for some reason he does lose, I would fight him for a #1 contender. So yeah, there's options out there.
You mentioned in the build-up that it probably wasn't wise for Leon to be talking about Belal so much. And I know the media were asking Leon about Belal. What did you make of it? Now, do you feel that Leon may have been overlooking you and more thinking about getting revenge himself?
Yeah, I think he was too worried about Belal. He was too worried about how tall I am. He was too worried about a bunch of other things that didn't matter. And yeah, it showed tonight. He got smoked. So he should have been more focused on this fight.
Was he someone that you were watching even when he won the belt against Usman that you thought you would dominate him even back then?
I think I can dominate anybody in the division. That's the way you're supposed to think, right? But he was definitely a guy. I was asking for this fight. Before, and then Jack got it, so I was a little upset about that. And then I literally texted my manager the day my daughter was born and said, "Man, I'm so happy I didn't get that fight. I don't think I would be able to leave her." And then 2 days later, we got the fight, and I was leaving. I was shipping off to London. So it's it's crazy the way things work.
Do you have any messages to those that have doubted you since that Belal loss?
I mean, I don't give a fuck. You can think whatever you want to think about me. I'm here, getting my hand raised, cashing checks, taking my team around the world, and living my life. So, yeah.